I'll go back to first receiving the email, and I think just my surprise by it, and at first trying to figure out how is our group even in the mix for something like this. So then once I spoke to the folks at American Composers Forum, I went to a resource of mine, which was a friend, somebody I taught with for many, many years, who happens to be a mutual friend of ours, who just retired from our school. And I called her up and said, so I need to tell you about this. And I explained, and she said, yes, it's wonderful. And I had met Alice before, had sight-read music of hers and had sung music of Alice's, and so I was excited by the idea of this. And then I came to school and explained to the administration what this was about and what we were going to do, and to the both the school administration as well as the central administration of the school district, and then made contact with Alice, and we met and went about our process of how we were going to approach the students. Alice came into the building and we met with all of the kids, and it's really fascinating because 12 and 13-year-olds don't really see the big picture all that well at times. So they understood that it was something big, but didn't fully get what it was about right away. And so that took a process. That took a process of explaining, you know, this is what it is. You were chosen as one of 3 ensembles in the entire country to take part in this program. And there's this composer who's really well known, and you are going to get to sing a brand new piece written specifically for you and for middle school age kids. And the more I spoke about it, the more it started to become real in their heads as to what it was. Once the music came and we were able to really look at it, then it was sitting down with the kids and going through each song. And my belief is that you don't just look at the song and start to sing, but you look at the song and read through the lyrics, because kids at this age level especially need to know, what does the song mean? How does it affect my life? And so that's what I did first. The next step of the process was to look at each song and go through each of the poems. And once you could unfold the story for them of each song and what it meant, and bring out the Native American tradition, and I looked up some of the traditions, which was interesting, and bring it into their own lives. What I am, I must become. What does it mean? Who are you as a 12-year-old? And where are you going? But at the same time, you don't want to lose what you love, because that's still in your heart and you're never going to let that stay behind. So that took hold for them. And then I did that with each of the 3 songs in the work. And that really helped a lot, because it was able to unfold the songs for them. And then the songs just speak for themselves. The kids liked the melodic lines. They liked the rhythmic patterns in the songs. There was one phrase in one of the songs that for 8th graders, especially 8th grade boys, in the second song, it talks about a woman sitting by the riverside, and she's at work. She's winnowing the pine nuts, which basically means that she's cleaning them. She's taking the kind of sorting them out to simplify it. But in the true 8th grade boy mentality, they looked at me and they said, "What does winnowing the pine nuts mean?"
Yeah.
And to be able to step back and say, this is what it means, and explain it to them. And then once you did, and could somehow put it into their life and say, so you at times have to file stuff away and have to clean stuff and sort stuff. That's what it means. Then it made sense to them. And that was the fun part about it, because then they could take ownership of the song. So that was the next part of the process. And they could then move on to learn the song. So I think that that was a big part of it.
Oh, it is. And I love your starting with text, because that's where I start.
Yeah.